Good morning. Welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie, and we're going to talk about sweating the small stuff. We're going to talk about this book, The Noticer by Andy Andrews. We're going to talk about a chapter or just a topic that I think is super great. I think they all are great. This book is about perspective in lots of different areas of your life. This book is story formed, but gives you perspective and things to think about, which then I get to share with you. So, as you're tuning in, I would love for you to say good morning. If you're not watching live and it's not morning for you and you watch the replay, good afternoon, good evening. And what would be one fun thing to share? One fun thing. Why don't you share with me your favorite color? That's fun, right? What is your favorite color? My favorite color, mine changed. I love teal. I love purple. One of my favorite colors. There you know. What's your favorite color? I'd love for you to say hi, good morning. Good morning, Dorothy. Good morning. So here's what I'm doing with this book. Obviously, I'm not sitting on here reading you the story. If you're looking for an incredible book with some incredible stories and insights, I love yellow. Good morning, Lori. I love green. Used to be my favorite color. And then I changed it to purple. Probably be purple, green, teal. So, good morning, Brenda. All right, so obviously if you're not new, you know I like to go through books and mindset in the morning. If you are brand new, post new below. And we do some mindset in the morning, right? We're going through books, different things to help you realize that you can achieve things. There is greatness inside of you, the power of gratitude. So many things will affect, as silly as it may sound, your fat loss. So we're going through this book. This next chapter actually has a lot going on, but I want to give you just a couple things to think about as you're tuning in. All right. So the basics it's our main character speaking to another character in this chapter. It is a man. He's a businessman. He's married. He has going to have his first child, and he cuts corners. Excuse me. He cuts corners. So here's what I want you to understand. In the story, he's cutting corners. He's doing things that probably aren't right. He's not paying attention to the little things because he has a big goal. I will help this pertain to you in your life in some way, shape, or form. I hope you can hear it and then go, oh, that's where I am doing this. Here's where I need to fix this, right? So at one point in the story, the main character says, hey, have you ever heard the phrase, don't sweat the small stuff? Have you ever heard the phrase, don't sweat the small stuff? And the character says, yeah. And he goes, you better see that the small stuff is what makes up the larger picture of our lives. Many people are like you. They're young, they're ambitious, but their perspective is distorted. They ignore the small stuff, claiming to have an eye on the bigger picture, never understanding that the bigger picture is composed of nothing more than guess what? The small stuff. I have talked about that here before. How every single day you have a choice, right? You have a choice to hit the snooze or get up in the morning. You have a choice to get up with a positive attitude or to be grumbly. You have a choice to yell at your kids and your spouse or to be kind, even when the morning isn't going your way. You have a choice to go through the drive-thru or to pack your lunch. You have a choice to eat anything throughout the day. You have a choice to skip the gym or to not skip the gym. And oftentimes I'll say this, if you eat the donut this morning, you're not going to have 50 pounds automatically put onto your body, right? Here's the book. So we all have a big goal. We all have things that we want to achieve. It's way out here in front of us, right? So you have the big goals, the dreams, the vision. Hopefully you have something that you're going after, right? And along the way to get to this end goal, which I hope doesn't actually end, but you keep going, you have to choose little baby steps. It's like we say, oh, don't sweat the small things, but guess what? It's those small things compiled over time that will either help you hit that goal or take you further away from the goal, right? So you might go, it's not a big deal. I'm going through the drive-thru today. It's not a big deal. It isn't a big deal. Maybe. Because you don't gain that 50 pounds with one donut choice. But as you keep doing the very small, like it's not a big deal, it's one time, I'll do it tomorrow, not a big deal, not a big deal. We like to say 1% better or 1% worse every day. You saying no to whatever it is that you're like, it's really not a big deal, I'm not going to gain 50 pounds today from a 1 ounce donut. Also, will, over time, if you do that every single day consistently, will get you way back here. Does that make sense? Here's the book. Take a screenshot. It's called The Noticer. The author's incredible. All right. So as he moves along in the story and he's talking to the man about his job and his relationships and not pouring into his wife and things like that, he says, you'd be wise to sweat the small stuff because little things do matter. Little things in your everyday do matter. It does matter because long term, remember, you make a decision today, right? It's not going to hit your goal or take you away from it, but over time, you've got 1% better, 1% worse, 1% better, 1% worse, 1% better, 1% worse. And at the end of the year, I'm trying to make my hands equal on the camera, you will be closer or further away because of the small decisions that you make every single day. They do matter. So then, at some point in time, the man goes, well, it's too late for me to change. Like I'm already invested. Here's my job. I've already made those decisions. It's too late. He goes, here's what your big picture, he goes, you've got a big picture. It will never be the masterpiece if you ignore the tiny brush strokes, right? And so he asks him, what does success mean? He talks to him about having a successful life, where his priorities are, what he's actually doing in his everyday life to hit that goal. And the man's like, it's too late for me to change. It's too late for me to change. And this is what I wanted you to hear because this part is so powerful. Super powerful. All right? If you hear anything, hear this. He goes, I mean, you can change. He goes, you can change how you do business, how you treat your family, how you do life, the choices that you make. Every single day, you can change how you treat them and how you do life, the things that you do. You can change the route you take to work. You can change the fact that you don't go through the drive-thru. You can change and go to the gym. You can change right now. He goes, most people think it takes a long time to make a change. It doesn't. Change is immediate, instantaneously. It may take a long time to decide to change, and it may take a long time to actually see and reap the harvest of the change, right? But change happens in a heartbeat. Listen to this. I want you to participate, okay? You might have heard this in a different form because I've said this story, kind of, this little phrase, in a different way. I'm going to say it how he reads it in the book. 5 seagulls are sitting on a dock. One of them decides to fly away. How many seagulls are left? I want you to answer below. 5 seagulls are sitting on a dock. One seagull decides to fly away. How many seagulls are left? I would love for you to answer below. How many are left? I'm going to give you the answer in just a second. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to decide. I can't just give it to you. I need you to think about this. Brenda, you got it. Deborah, you got it. Oh, Dorothy, you got it. All right. You're right. All right. There are still 5 seagulls sitting on the dock or the deck. Deciding to fly away and actually flying away are 2 different things. He goes, listen carefully, my friend. Listen. He goes, despite popular belief, to the contrary, there is absolutely no power in intention. The seagull may intend to fly away. He may decide to do so. He may talk with the other seagulls about how wonderful it is to fly. But until the seagull flaps his wings and takes to the air, he is still on the dock. I think I said deck before, so sorry. There's no difference between that goal, and all the other ones. Likewise, there's no difference in the person who intends to do different and the one who never thinks about it in the first place. Have you ever considered how often we judge others by our intentions, right? We judge ourselves by our intentions, while we judge others by their actions. Yet, intention without action is an insult to those who accept the best from you. I intended to bring you flowers, but I didn't. I meant to finish this work on time, but I actually didn't. I meant to call you, but I didn't, right? Or for yourself, I meant to go to the gym. I intended to go to the gym, but I didn't. And isn't it funny how we judge other people by maybe their actions aren't perfect, or they're doing it, but from your end, you're like, man, you are just messing it up. But they're taking action and you're sitting on the sidelines intending to do something, but you're actually not. I'm actually shocked at the amount of people that will throw darts and throw arrows at people that are striving to be better, but they're sitting on the sidelines with their good intentions, but never actually take action. So then they never accomplish something. But the person that they're watching who's striving for better might not be getting it perfect, but they're advancing way more than the person sitting in the bleachers, right? This conversation has come up a lot with our girls and I. A lot is judging, right? We also have to remind ourselves and our kids and even me, do not judge. I like to tell our girls, you are not the judge. I am not the judge. You don't know what people are going through. Thank goodness we don't have to judge. We have one judge, right? You don't know people's stories. And if you actually want to get to know them, and if you have some type of encouragement for that person, get to know their story, right? Stop pointing fingers. And even for yourself, like looking at yourself getting frustrated, if you're a person of action, congratulations, because you're ahead of most people. Most people intend to do something. Most people are one of those 5 seagulls that are sitting on the dock thinking, I'm going to go work out next week. I'm going to go make better choices. I have people that like to tell me that CrossFit is going to hurt my body and it's terrible for me, and yet they're sitting on the couch eating potato chips. Really? I'm striving for better, right? And so, first of all, and that wasn't even what the book was about. This chapter wasn't about judgment, but our intentions are not going to get us anywhere. Your actions will get you closer to that goal, and little steps, little decisions, all of that matters. All of it does. It's either going to get you closer to your goal or further away from your goal. So as you're going throughout your morning and you're thinking, I intended to call you, I intended to go to the gym, I packed my lunch and I had good intention to eat it, and then I ate all the pizza that was ordered to the office. I had good intentions. Have you guys ever heard people say that? I had really good intentions. Well, that's great because it didn't come out in your action, right? Like, your actions matter. Your small steps matter. You might be going, not a big deal. But don't break a promise to yourself, right? A lot of this Keto Mom page, I think, has to do with you, your personal goals, your inner voice, the things that you believe and tell yourself, which is just as important as the intentions and the things and the actions that need to be done towards other people. You probably give yourself to other people and serve other people and do things for others, but how often do you break your promise to yourself, right? I had good intentions of myself to get up this morning and I didn't. All right, you had good intentions. I get it. Tomorrow, get up. I had good intentions of reading and listening to a podcast this morning because I've been working on my mindset, but I just didn't. All right. Do it tomorrow, or do it right now. Do it this afternoon on your lunch break. Instead of going and yapping with everybody in the office, go sit for 20 minutes and read, right? You owe it to yourself. If you have big goals to accomplish, or you want to accomplish, or something that you want to do or achieve, those small steps matter. Excuse me. So that's the morning message. I hope that it helped you think about something and pertain to somewhere in your life. And if you have questions, reach out. I am here to help. Do not be one of those 5 seagulls sitting on the dock and not moving and intending to move and wanting better in your life, but doing no action to get there. All right? So thank you for tuning in. I hope you have an absolutely incredible morning. Reach out if you have questions. You can go to ketomomsecrets.com, all one word. ketomomsecrets.com. Click on recipes, and you can go ahead and click recipes, how to get started, trial packs, anything that you need. I hope you have a great morning, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye, everybody.